Hey guys, so I'm going to start off by using this paint pot called Laying Low from MAC, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that all over my lids. This is just going to be a base for eyeshadows. A lot of people ask what it is. This is just basically so the eyeshadows can just stay on a little bit longer during the day and it shows the true color, because if you put it by itself you really can't tell the eyeshadow color unless it's really pigmented, so this just helps it a little bit better. Then I'm going to go ahead and go in with the blending brush and just make sure that all that is just blended really well. After that's all blended, I'm going to go in with this eyeshadow from MAC in the color Vanilla, and I'm just going to go ahead and set that base just so it doesn't move, or because it is a creamy product, and even though I don't have oily lids, I just like to set everything just in case. Then I'm going to go ahead in with this Urban Decay bronzer in the color Sunkissed, and I'm going to go ahead and just put that on my crease of my eye. It is a bronzer and it is used for face, but I'm going to use it for my eyes just because it is a really good transition color. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the crease.
But then he had an affair and they had to...
Then I'm going to go in with this Lorac palette, and I'm first going to use the color Espresso, which is the darker one, and then Sable, which is the second one that I pointed to. But first, starting off with that darker one, I'm just going to create my, in my crease, just kind of the shape that I want it to. It's obviously going to look a little bit messy just because I am blending, so I have to kind of work my way in there. And it is going to look really crazy, but I assure you that the finished look will not look as messy and as crazy because we will be cleaning it up. So just don't mind this craziness. Just shape your eye for now. Take the craziness, it was really throwing me off, so I had to go ahead and clean it with some baby wipe. If you need like makeup remover or baby wipe just like I did, just because it is throwing you off, go ahead and just remove that. Just clean it up just a little bit because I felt like it was just really messing my vision up, so I just had to clean it up. But I'm gonna go ahead and put on the Sable color right now, just to kind of deepen it a little bit. Since we did smoke it out, we did kind of erase the color. So just to kind of give that a little bit more pigment and just to define it a little bit more, I'm going in with that color Sable. This definitely is the most important part of the whole thing. It is the way you do cut crease. I'm not a pro at cut crease, but this is definitely the easiest way to do it. You're just gonna clean up anything that you did. You could definitely use concealer if that's all you have. I just like using this paint pot from MAC in Soft Ochre just because it is an eyeshadow base, so it's not gonna, it is very thick and it is gonna dry. So unlike a really creamy concealer, I feel like it just kind of is gonna get everywhere. It's very sloppy because it's very creamy. This one's not. So this one, once it sets, it'll set through the whole day. So this is what I like to use. So I'm going to be using this pigment from NYX in the color Diamond. It's so pigmented, it's so beautiful. I actually just discovered these pigments and I'm obsessed with NYX. They're so cheap. They're like, I think this was $4. So I definitely stacked up on a bunch. I think I bought like 4. So this is one of them. They're so beautiful, so pigmented, so pretty. So I'm using this for the glitter all over where we just put the soft ochre. You're just going to follow everything that you just did. Just wherever you carved it out, that's where you're going to place the pigment or the glitter. Then I'm going to go ahead and do a very thin eyeliner, wing liner, just because if I do like it thick, but I feel like for this look, that's why I feel like maybe I should have gone higher on my cut crease, but I feel like this is good. It wasn't too much. I just feel like I like my eyeliner thick, but if I would have done it thicker, I feel like it would have just covered the cut crease a little bit. So I just curled my lashes and then put some mascara on and then place your favorite eyelashes on. I'm just wearing, I stacked both of these from MAC. I know that MAC lashes are really expensive, so I would just do like wispies, but if you're interested in the lashes that I'm wearing, it's the 35s from MAC and then the number 2s. I just stacked them together, but like I said, from Ardell you can buy the wispy ones. I love those. You can definitely use those. Then I'm going in with my lower lash line and I'm using the darkest one, Espresso, just a tiny bit all over my lower lash line, and then putting my favorite mascara on my bottom lashes. Then I'm going in with this strobe cream from MAC. This is the Peach Light. These strobe creams, I don't know if you guys seen them in the MAC stores. These strobe creams have changed my life. I love a highlighted look, and that's what the strobe creams are going to do. And we just opened like a whole line of the strobe creams, which I'm obsessed with. And the color that I used is the peach one, but I love the red light one. The peach one's really pretty too, but I think my favorite is still the red light. Very good for glowy looks, so if you're into that, go ahead and check them out. They are permanent at MAC, so go ahead and definitely check those out. I'm going to go ahead and put on my favorite foundation, which is the Studio Fix Fluid, and I'm in the color NC35. So I'm just going to put that all over my face. contour palette, which is this NYX palette, and I always use that second color there. I'm just going to go ahead and just contour the cheekbones, the jawline, and then the temples. Then I'm gonna go in and highlight with my favorite concealer, the Pro Longwear concealer, and I always use NW20 just to really highlight underneath the eyes. Go ahead and use the Studio Fix powder in the color NW20 just to set that concealer. I'm just gonna go back in with a little tiny blending brush just to go over the eyeliner, the lower lash line eyeshadow, just because I did feel like when I put on the concealer, it kind of took it away a little bit, so just put a little bit more of espresso on that little blending brush and then just blend it through. And then for blush, I'm going to be using that same color that I used in the beginning for the eyes, the Urban Decay Bronze. I'm just going to go ahead and put that on the apples of my cheek. I made a couple videos ago about the Pat McGrath highlight. So I'm using that cream on top of my cheekbones, and then on top of that I'm going to be putting on another NYX pigment that I got in the color Brighten Up. It's a really pretty gold color, and then I'm just going to put that on the bridge of my nose as well, just so the pigment can stick a little bit better. For lips, I use the color So Me. These MAC Liquid lipsticks are amazing. You guys have to try the new formula. Thank you guys so much for watching, and Happy New Year!